My name is Jonathan Safran Foer. Everything is Illuminated, my first novel, was published in 2002. It was well received, particularly by Jewish audiences, but not exclusively. My new novel is called Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. It's about a 9-year-old boy, Oscar Schell. Some of his heroes are Stephen Hawking, Jane Goodall, Marcel Marceau, Ringo. His father was killed in the World Trade Center attacks. A year later, he found a key in his father's closet. It was in an envelope labeled black. Oscar has an active imagination, which wants to connect things and make beautiful things true. He went looking for everyone with a last name Black in New York.
So what exactly are we doing?
You're doing whatever I say, because you're my little brother. And I am trying to live in the shoes of the hero of my book for a day. I don't know, I guess I feel like I lived in his brain for about 2.5 years. So it'd be nice to actually do some of the things that he does.
Okay, but explain exactly what we're doing.
Well, we are going to, as you will remember, we opened the white pages this morning and found the first person with the last name Black, as Oscar did. And we're going to find that person. Subway. And I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to knock on his or her door and hope for the best. Hope for the most interesting, anyway. Well, you could ask me about why we're doing this now instead of when you started writing the book.
So why are we going to do this now instead of, I mean, when you like wrote the book?
Oh, what a thoughtful question. I guess I didn't know what I was writing about for so long.
What do you mean?
Like, I wrote to figure out what I was writing about, and by the time I figured it out, I was practically done. So researching wouldn't really have worked in this case. It was totally different with my last book, where I wrote so much out of my experience. Like, what we're doing today is the exact opposite, which is we're going to experience something out of writing. This track, I think. We're going to Coney Island. Have you ever been to Coney Island?
No.
You're in for a treat. Maybe we'll get some pierogies. Veggie pierogies. Alright, not on that card. He looked at me funny.
Why did you write about September 11th?
Well, I didn't really mean to. I had started with this character Oscar as like the heart of the story. And I knew that he had experienced some sort of loss, that his father died. And I wrote a draft, and he was the same kind of person, like really inventive, full of all of these anxieties, a lot of which had to do with like skyscrapers and flight. And you probably remember I gave you that draft like a year ago. And you said, well, you're obviously talking about September 11th, why don't you write about it? And it was funny. I don't know if it hadn't occurred to me, or if I were, for whatever reason, sort of suppressing that. I definitely didn't want to write about it. But you were right. It is what I was talking about. So I tried to be honest. Let's go. We didn't really pick the best day to do this. Is that Neptune Avenue? Is that Neptune Avenue?
If we can't get a cab, I think we should go home.
That'd be kind of lame.
Well, I think this whole project might be kind of lame.
I guess so. That looks like it was a cab. Do you want to just find the next Black in the phone book and forget this one? Coney Island is hard to navigate. I suggest we find one in our neighborhood. We're making this harder on ourselves than we need to.
Okay.
Alright. It was a nice subway ride. Let's just chalk it up to that. Right?
I think you've exposed how ridiculous this whole enterprise is.
Which enterprise in particular?
Going to find Black.
Well, Oscar's a lot more resourceful than I am.
How could that possibly be?
Well, I just wrote about him. I'm ultimately a wimp. He's a pretty brave little guy.
Well, it's certainly true that you're ultimately a wimp.
You want some like Chinese food or something?
Miserable day to take pictures.
So, where? So who is Oscar based on?
Well, I guess me. Do you remember that picture of me when I was a kid and I had that glitter vest, rings on every finger, and a bow tie?
Yeah, you're a pre-adolescent Liberace.
Right. So I looked at that picture a lot when I was thinking about Oscar.
I thought he was based on me. Wouldn't that make so much more sense?
Yeah, but you're based on me.
Right.
You're the, I'm Coke Classic.
Are you saying that I'm New Coke?
You're Tad. Do you want a soup? Anything?
No.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
This-
Oh,
Yeah.
do you have a White Pages by any chance? Like a phone book?
Phone book? No. No.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see if
This-
you have one.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Monsieur Vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great.
Oh,
Oh.
I get the phone home book.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very useful.
Thanks.
Thank you. There you go. Look, Oksana Black. This is like 2 blocks from here. We could finish up and probably be there in 7 minutes. Oops, sorry. Alright, well, this is definitely the street. And this is definitely the side of the street.
Jonathan, what exactly do you think you're going to say to Oksana when she opens the door? And what are you going to tell her?
What if she's a he? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I haven't thought about it. I guess I hope she's not home. This is the house. Nice house. Try not to look too intimidating. I see somebody. Oh boy. Hi. I don't mean to bother you. My name is Jonathan Safran IV. I'm a writer. And I wrote this book. There's a character in the book who goes around New York meeting everybody with the last name Black. And I thought I might try to do that myself. And if I'm not mistaken, you are Oksana Black?
Yes.
Well, I guess I just wanted to introduce myself and say it's nice to meet you.
Oh, I get the phone home book.
Miserable day to take pictures.